Okay, this is Meeting Danzig Part 2. Didn't really mean for there to be a Part 2, but my piece of shit phone shut off, so whatever. Yeah, I'm using my phone. Not trying to be some kind of YouTube influencer. Quick joke here. How do you get a YouTube influencer off your porch? I'll tell you that at the end of the video. But please like, subscribe, all that, because I'm going to be doing more of these. Probably doing one with Jerry and Doyle, probably doing one with Rollins, and a couple of your favorite punk rock legends, all that kind of stuff, even some horror people. So I'm going to go. We left off at Danzig 6, the Danzig 6 show, after he had to scold me about not knowing how to work the camera, which is fine. And let's see here. Here is, I'm trying to get this in the right, there you go, if you can see it. That's the CD he signed at Tower Records that I was talking about. And then here is some of the tickets. From the shows I was talking about. So we are now into, and there's another show on there. I must have seen it twice on one of these tours, because I see one for Crocodile Rock in there. I don't remember anything too crazy. Just the bands that opened for them were pretty crappy. I know one was called Cattle Decapitation. Just one of them. I mean, I like some death metal, but I don't know. Whatever. That's all I remember from that. But the next one I really remember was the Danzig 7 tour now. And the 7 one was at the Croc Rock. Danzig, Circle of Snakes, I believe this was a Circle of Snakes album. He was playing with a guy from Prong, Tommy from Prong at this point. Okay. There's some band called Damnaged or something that opened, which I just thought that was a really stupid name, and probably like the 10th band named that. And then Prong played. So it was them, Prong, and Danzig. And I'll tell you one thing about Prong, they played too long. So it was probably like a half hour in, and he got to the hit song at the time he was getting a lot of MTV play off of You Want the Good Life, You Break Your Back, Cheers. So he played that, and we figured, all right, that's it then. Good, nice way to wrap up the show. But no, they went on for like another half hour, and holy shit, it seemed to really drag on. Then Danzig came out, and good show, whatever. I don't remember too much from that. I just know it was a Circle of Snakes. It's when he started opening up with Skin Carver and all that kind of stuff. And then I do remember him meeting with people after the show. I don't think you were allowed to take pictures at that time for whatever reason. That was after one of that big incident that I'm not going to mention, so maybe he didn't want anybody filming at that point. Now we're going to take you up to, it was a little while later, but this one was on my birthday, and this was the Death Red Saboth tour. Now the difference between this tour and the last, besides when I saw him with the original lineup, 5, 6, 7, 8, all those shows were with different, like a rotating crew of band members. On this tour, he was with these guys for a while, so he had Tommy for a while. He had Tommy since Circle of Snakes. Steve Zing, who's now stepped in to play bass and has been with him ever since, and then he had Tommy Victor from Typo Negative on drums. They were playing together for a while, and they rocked it. It happened to be on my birthday. I got hammered, I'm not going to lie. And it's one of the many reasons why I have an ex-wife, let's put it that way, because she was there and her sister came. But yeah, I was having a good time, but it didn't end well at the end of the night. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to get too into that. But we were drinking somewhere before. I did want to see the openers, but, I was like, oh, they're not going to go on. Either way, I missed Seventh Void, which was Johnny's band at that time. And then Gorgeous Frankenstein was playing next. I did want to see them. I did get to see Doyle later on, but I never saw him as Gorgeous Frankenstein. Little insider thing, I did audition for Gorgeous Frankenstein. I know they were putting out, this wasn't for Doyle, this was for Gorgeous Frankenstein. they were putting out that he was looking for a singer. I sent him my Werevil's Dare stuff, and I got a message saying, "This is not what Doyle's looking for." Something like that. It was short and sweet. I don't know if he wrote it or Stephanie wrote it at the time. Who knows? But either way, um, so getting back to that, yeah, Miss Gorgeous Frankenstein, but it went straight into Danzig. I went down on the floor, which is something I don't usually do anymore. I just like to sit up from the, whatever. But they rocked. They were probably the best I've seen them since the original lineup. And Danzig like was doing some song and looked directly in my eye, and I felt the power of evil, and I think that's what made the night go on even worse. But whatever. So after that, he was meeting people again. This was at the Trocadero, which I don't know if that's still there. An awesome theater. Was it the Trocadero? Let's see here. Yeah, Trocadero. So he was out meeting people, and it was me, my wife, and her sister and her boyfriend at the time. Now, by the way, just to throw in here, my ex-wife's sister went out with the dude from the Ataris for a while, the singer. And I'm not going to do a video about meeting him. I'll just save you the time. He's a douche. So put it that way. He's the one that's throwing drums at he gets pissed off. There's that video he's throwing the drums at his drummer or whatever, but whatever. Yeah, dude. Anyways, I remember he had a Donald Trump comb over. Anyways, getting back to the show, it was awesome. We go out back, and I said, yeah, well, we can meet him. He'll sign. And they were like, seriously? And then I was that guy, if you remember video one, saying, yes, he will stay and meet everybody. So this time it was a little hammer, but either way, I got this signed. So I figured I could get the new out. You can get the new album there, but I figured I'd get this signed, which is a little different. This is the On a Wicked Night single. And then on the back, you got Johnny Kelly. I think that's Johnny. Why did I didn't get Steve? Because I met him that night too. I don't know. But yeah, so there's signed by Glenn. And so by the time, I got to meet him. And then, so what I did is, I don't remember the whole conversation. I was a little hammered, but either way, I gave him my CD. I gave him this CD right here. And he was cool. He looked at it. I don't know if he still has it, if he's using it for a coaster or something like that, but he took it at least and go like, woo, through it. So then I showed him this, which is, I don't know how good you can see that. This is the tattoo of American Nightmare from the first lyric book, which I love all those, but this is my favorite. So I got that, and I said, I go to Glenn. I was like, "Did you ever see one of these like lyric book tattoos yet?" And he's like, "No." And then what was the other thing? Either way, I got a pic with him. All that kind of stuff. He was cool as usual. He seemed to be in a good mood. My ex-wife said that I was annoying him, but I didn't think so. He was laughing, and he seemed to be in a real good mood that night. And as I was walking away, he said, "Hey, man, good luck with your band." So, cool. That is the last time I met him. It's not the last time I saw him. I saw him, well, I think I have here's the poster right here. Finally, with the original Misfits in Philly. And what happened, I was broke as shit. I didn't have